because we get, one of the things that we talk about is that we have thoughts, we have the power of thought, and it's doing its thing in our heads, and we feel what we feel as a result of the thinking. And then, so people start thinking that they shouldn't be having the thoughts that are creating the feelings that they're having. So if they're having the thoughts, that means that there's something wrong with them, that they're doing something wrong. And for me, one of the things that I've really know to be true is, like, I cannot stop a thought coming into my head. Like, so if I can't stop a thought coming into my head, then I can't be responsible for the effect it has on me in that way. So there's no point, if I'm feeling worried or anxious or angry, like, it wasn't me that decided to think the thought. Like, the thought, we don't know where they come from. They kind of come from somewhere or other.
Yeah.
They come into our head and then we feel them, but we kind of get into this idea that I should have been able to stop it somehow. And that's the thing that's not true. But it's almost like, I sometimes use a traffic light metaphor. Like, if the thoughts come in from this side, we don't have a set of traffic lights here.
Yeah.
But somehow we've got a set of traffic lights here, and we're in control of these traffic lights a bit.
Yeah.
And so when we can find ourselves getting caught up in paying a lot of attention to the thought that we had no control of in the first place. And then we give it a load of attention, which it kind of turns the traffic light to red to stop it from leaving.
Yeah.
And so what I want to really help people to see is that, if you don't do anything with the thinking that comes into your mind, the natural trajectory of it is that it will pass. But I don't want people to think there's anything wrong with them if it doesn't work that way all the time for them, because it doesn't work that way all the time for me. Like, sometimes the thought comes in and it stays with me and I get all the feeling, because I think one of the things that's happening for me is, like, it doesn't matter what experience I'm having, I know I'm okay.
Yeah.
And even in the really most horrible of experiences, I had an experience where I thought my husband was dying on a flight. And that was really powerful, because I had all of this really, really scared. I was so scared. I can't say I've ever been more scared in my life, because it really looked like he was going to die on that flight. But there was a part of me that, it was almost like there was two parts to me. Like, I could see all of this really, really scared thinking, and this part of me, which was completely calm, which was completely, knew what I was doing, was answering all the questions from the cabin crew, was, got everything together, all of this kind of stuff going on. Like, that was fascinating to me, that I could be like, that part of me that knows was really clear compared to this part of me that was completely scared out of my wits. And so, like, I could really see that clearly, that I wasn't this that was going on in my head.
Yeah. Like, it's not like you have to make the experience go away.
No,
Like, but
that's it.
it's kind of like, but by seeing, like, that from that deeper place, or even just, like, kind of, and there's always that knowing that, like, I am something deeper than just what's happening superficially.
Yes. Yeah.
Just that knowing in itself is enough to have this, like, almost like a peace with whatever is moving through you.
I love that. Yeah. Peace with whatever's going on.